Good morning, students. Welcome back to the final video on the topic model. There is a part, a grammar portion for both 9th and 10th standard as per the CBSE curriculum. We will be taking the final two about whether we use need or we should use ought to. Now, as a modal verb, need is usually followed by an infinitive without to. There is the only thing you need. This is the only thing you need do. The modal verb need is mainly used in questions and negatives, which is formed without do. Need I go now? You need not go. The negative need is not often shortened to needn't. Need not. The negative need not is often shortened to needn't in conversation and formal writing. Need does not change its form, so the third person singular of the present tense does not end in s. He need not go there. The modal verb need has no past tense, but it can be used in a pattern followed by a past participle. Need not have, needn't have. You needn't have waited for me. Right? So it expresses past tense, but or you need have waited for me. The negative and interrogative forms of the past tense are did not, need, and did I need. In the present and future tenses, the negative and the interrogative can be formed in either of the two ways. Present tense, it is need not or don't or doesn't need. Interrogative is need I or do I need or does he need. Future time is need not or need I, shall I need in interrogative, or shan't you, won't need, or will he need. That is your future time reference in interrogative. The negative need not expresses absence of obligation. As we have seen, obligation, must is an obligation, should also at times obligation, have to is an obligation, but there are times when there is absence of obligation. You need not worry. You are not obliged to be worried because the thing has been done or completed. Like, let's see few examples. They need not send the letter now. You need not go. He need not come now. Now, need is used to express obligation or necessity also. Need I attend the class? Need he solve all the sums? Need not plus perfect infinitive is used to express an unnecessary action which was performed. Like, you needn't have gone to see the doctor. He was on leave today. So, see, need not plus a perfect infinitive here gives you, tells you or expresses an unnecessary action. Action done, uselessly. You needn't have gone to see the doctor. He was on leave today. You needn't have carried an umbrella as it was not raining or it was very sunny. Ought is usually followed by to and an infinitive. You ought to tell the truth. It does not change its form so that the third person singular form verb does not end in s. She ought to work a little harder. Now, she comes with work, but she ought adds a to it, so the work becomes an infinitive. So, to work, it becomes to work, which is infinitive, and hence it doesn't take an s by that logic. Because ought is always followed by to, and when it's followed by the verb automatically becomes infinitive. So infinitive doesn't take an s or es. We always say to go, we never say to goes. To eat, we never say to eats. Same is the logic applied here. It's not very complicated. It can be used as a present, past, or future tense. Right? Let's see how. The negative is ought not, and interrogative is ought I. Ought I do that at once? He ought not disobey his parents. Right? Ought to is used for expressing what is the right or sensible thing to do or the right way to behave. You ought to get up earlier. We ought to exercise daily. Teachers ought not smoke before students. Ought to is used when we believe strongly or expect that something will happen. Indian team ought to win. Satish ought to pass. The meeting ought to have finished by 2 o'clock. Right? It's believing strongly. Ought to see, hear, meet, etc. is used for emphasizing how good, impressive, or unusual something or someone is. You ought to see their new house. You ought to meet his elder brother. Sort of an obligation because something is impressive. Ought to have is used when we realize that we did not do the right thing in the past. You ought to have listened to my advice. She ought to have taken the money. Ought, must, have to, and should. Regarding all this, you should make a note that ought is used to express the subject's obligation or duty, but it indicates neither the speaker's authority as with must, nor with outside that authority as with have to. So ought to is whose obligations? The subject's obligation. The speaker is only reminding the subject of his duty. Besides this, he is given advice or indicating a correct or sensible action. Ought can be used in exactly the same way as should. So you should obey your parents, or you ought to obey your parents. So that would be end of this slide. Hopefully you found modals easy and you understood how to make good use of it. This will be all till I come up with my next video. All of you take good care of yourself, and most importantly, study hard. Goodbye.